I the asshole for refusing to let my brother bring his emotional support dog to my wedding, even though it caused a family blow-up? Hi Reddit, throwaway account because my family knows my main. I, 29F, am getting married this September to my fiancé, 31M, and we're doing a medium-sized ceremony, about 100 guests, at a private garden venue that we fell in love with a year ago. It's elegant, meaningful to us, and yes, very strict about rules, including a no pets policy, no exceptions, as it's also a historical property. Now onto the issue. My older brother Jake, 33 million, has had a pretty rough go in life. A year ago, he was in a bad car accident that left him with physical injuries and PTSD. He's done therapy, but about 6 months ago, he adopted a large golden retriever mix named Sadie as an emotional support animal, ESA. Sadie is sweet and well-behaved, but not a service dog. She hasn't been trained for specific tasks, and she doesn't have public access rights like a service animal would. When Jake got the wedding invite, he called me to ask if he could bring Sadie. I was sympathetic, but I explained the venue's no animals policy and said it wasn't possible. He got quiet and said he'd think about it. A few days later, my mom called me saying I needed to make an exception and that it was cruel to make Jake attend a crowded emotional event without his dog. I told her I wasn't comfortable asking the venue to bend their rules. They were super clear about this up front, and if they made one exception, it would be unfair to other guests who might have wanted to bring pets or had allergies. Jake then called me personally, very upset. He said that without Sadie, he might have a panic attack during the ceremony, and that I was choosing a piece of paper from a venue over his mental health. I reminded him this was a big day for me and my fiancé, and that I wasn't trying to be heartless, but the venue simply won't allow it. I even offered some compromises, like arranging for him to step out during the ceremony if he felt overwhelmed, or having a quiet area where he could go, or even paying for a nearby doggy daycare so Sadie could be close. He said none of that would work, and that he either brings Sadie or doesn't come. I told him if that's the choice he feels he has to make, I understand and I'd miss him, but I can't risk the entire venue getting angry or canceling on us. They have the right to do so. Jake hung up, and since then, half my family has turned on me. My mom, aunt, and cousin are all saying I'm being ableist and excluding a family member with a medical condition. My dad and sister, on the other hand, say Jake is being manipulative and that the venue rules are clear. The worst part? Jake made a Facebook post implying I was banning his service animal. Not true, Sadie is not a service animal. And that I didn't care about people with trauma. That got tons of sympathy, and now I've got extended family messaging me asking why I'm excluding him. My fiancé is fully on my side, but now I feel guilty. I've had anxiety in the past myself, not on Jake's level. So I get how comforting animals can be. But it's my wedding, and the venue policy is non-negotiable. So, Reddit, am I the asshole for refusing to let my brother bring his ESA dog to my wedding, even though he says he can't come without her? Edit. For those asking, yes, I checked again with the venue. They said only trained service dogs with documentation are permitted. ESAs are not allowed under any circumstances. My fiancé and I already paid a deposit that we can't get back, and we'd lose thousands if we switched venues. The wedding is less than 5 months away. Sadie is lovely and calm, but she's large, and some guests have allergies. We'd also need to make special arrangements for water bowls, walking, etc. It's not just about having her lie under a chair. Jake has gone to large family events without Sadie before, including our cousin's engagement party in March. This seems more about the principle now.